Welcome, Gonzalo.
Oh, hello. Good night. How are you?
I'm well, thank you for asking, my friend. So we do have an open cast invite, so get your asses in here, fellas.
Well, I don't know if I can cast really. I'm just here to watch. Maybe some comments. I don't know.
That would be wonderful. You think I know how to cast? I do not.
Maybe it's a little harder for me because I don't speak English.
You're speaking perfectly fine. Stop lying. Exactly. Am I wrong?
No, I mean,
You speak
Better
more
than
languages
Orc.
than I do.
no, shut.
We do have
maybe
another show match.
maybe casting is a little harder. I think.
Well, that's what we're here
Fox,
for.
are you still here?
Yeah. Can everyone hear me?
I think our host may be on AFK. Because the next replay is not on its way.
Are you guys able to hear me or no?
I can. I think he's got you
Yes.
muted.
We can hear you.
Let me message Quirk, because he's being quirky. Oh, maybe he didn't hear me that whole time when I was trying to mess with it. It's too bad.
So what about me then?
You might be muted as well. Maybe that's what he does, he just mutes everybody. I told you, man. He's sophisticated. Smokes his pipe and thinks he's better than everyone. Just kidding. Alright, I give up doing what I was trying to do. So we have an S-Rank show match coming up. Oya and Terroru, which was really hard to set up because they're both in the Russian Cyber Games, which has over $12,000 prize pool right now. And so all the players in that don't want to play each other. But I somehow convinced them to play, and we have the show match. All right, well, let's get into it.
Oh, Terror. We am player. Like,
Yes, in the bottom right, whatever map this is it Circuit Breakers? Verse Oya. Red Protoss. Bottom left. Guys, if you want to cast these games, come on, join us. Try it out once. You don't have to talk much.
Did you read the chat? Korg was like, I must have spent that entire series talking over people. Didn't realize it.
They weren't. Doesn't say much. You suck, maybe.
okay, Oaks. Oaks is how pronounce your name?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay, Oaks. I will try to cast this
Cast it away, my friend.
Because-
I'm excited.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, I like it to cast it because I am a Protoss player, so I would like to see how Protoss manage this game by fast expanding the 12 Nexus, I think. And Terran, I don't know what is he doing right now. Okay, he blocked the entrance and he's gassing right now, so maybe it's a fast push from Terran. But the bad thing is Terran didn't found Oyah. Where is Oyah player? I don't know. Clan ARK?
Yeah.
Yeah, that clan is it's popular, right?
What rank player are you, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, I don't play really much, but I think I am C player.
Nice.
But last season I think I reached B like once. Okay, fast expa from Terror, Protoss player. Sorry, Terror. I also watch Terror, his stream on Twitch.
Yeah, he's a nice guy. So is
Yeah,
Oya.
the other day, he was trying to do Peruvian trick on ladder. He says Peru at the start of the game, and people concede. And it was like in 2-3,000 rank, yeah, MMR.
So he's playing another game, which is Chase the SCV. Tomorrow he's playing against Bonnet in Russian Cyber Games.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
That's tough, man.
I don't
That
know
is
if it
tough.
will be. I think it will be good games, but that's my prediction.
Yeah, on that though, they're always good games. When Terra's involved in a game, it's always a good game. You know, he can get 3-0'd, but he's still gonna make it interesting somehow, some way.
I can hear you.
Greetings.
I like Aya's opening here quite a lot. He got away with that 12 next completely unpunished.
I've never seen 2 gates before gas, so that must be a build.
Yeah,
If you're expecting to be bunker rushed, and Terra, I think, normally would bunker rush in this situation, but presumably he scouted the 2 gates and decided against it. But yeah, he wasn't punished for it at all. He's, I think, ahead because of that. He's not hugely ahead. Terra's in a fine position. He reacted appropriately, but certainly if you can get away with 12 nexus like that without any response, and with the opponent going factory then CC, that you're in a good position. However, his robo will be too slow to scout. In fact, he doesn't have a robo coming, does he? Oh, it's done. Okay. This observatory is super late then. The observatory should have been the moment the robo finished. There was a good like 15 seconds with no observatory there. And that's an issue because he needs to scout exactly what Terra's doing, which is a fast staff up. The first observer is going to be going probably along the through the middle of the map because he's looking for if Terra's pushing. Second, so I don't know that he's going to see the drop. Now he's positioned units to scout it, which is nice, but you would want the quickest observer possible, and he didn't get it. He got a very quick robo and then a late observatory, which he must have just been doing something else because there's no reason why you'd want to delay it.
getting some free shots off on that zealot. So what do you think this dropship is going to do? You think it's going to fly right over, or you think he's going to go around? No, he's going to fly right over.
Yeah, and I mean, I knew this was in Terra's range. He's sitting there and he's thinking, okay, what are the different builds Terra could be doing here? And that is one of them. So he's
well,
he's aware that it's out there.
sometimes Terror will anticipate that his opponent knows he's going dropship, so instead of taking like that bottom left path, he'll actually go around to the expansion where the dragoons are, and when he pulls those dragoons in away from the block to defend, he'll run some more in the main base or something like that. He's very crafty, and that's why I love I enjoy watching his games so much.
Yeah, he's very difficult to play against because of these things. It's I don't know about that close expansion, because if you take the mineral only there, you're giving Terran a very short path to push you. And it's not like you can flank him when he goes along the bottom of the map. It's when I play Circuit Breakers PvT, I try to open the map up. I try to get us fighting over the middle of the map. I don't want it to be a closed tight quarters fight at the bottom. And Oya's much better than me, so we're going to see how he deals with it. He clearly has a plan. He thinks that he can handle Terra at the bottom of the map, so I'm excited to see what he does. But it's not what I would have chosen. I would be taking 9 o'clock right here.
So does the starport?
That's got to be a CC, right? Yeah.
Does the starport put him behind quite a bit?
Yeah, the starport delayed his CC massively, and he got no damage from it. That was ideally as Terran. I mean, you never want to invest minerals in something that does nothing for you, and he got no damage from the starport. But ideally, you'd either go CC or 2-base timing. What he's done here is starport, do no damage, and then 2-base, and then CC. So he's just going to be economically behind. And
Yes.
Oya, because he knew there was a starport, he could pick the faster command the faster nexus without worrying so much, because he knew that Terra's timings were going to be late.
Yeah, so Terra typically, if he had actually gotten some damage done with that, he probably would have had a faster CC. If he didn't go starport at all, you would either see a timing push from him or a faster CC. But because he actually went drop, and like Work said, he got no damage done at all, and now the observer is actually spotting the dropship, he's kind of behind right now. And I don't know if he's going to be able to catch up efficiently or not.
Yeah, I mean, he's banked that dropship, and he's waiting for there to be some chaos on the map so that he can just drop some vultures during the that. But Oya knows what's going on. Oya's already placed the cannon, because he knows that there's a dropship there. He knows that the moment the game gets chaotic, vultures are going to happen. So he's fine with that situation. Although Oya now does need to open up the map. He can't take 6 o'clock, obviously. 6 o'clock would be insanity. I didn't like the middle only, but 6 o'clock is not possible. So Oya needs to decide where he's going to take his next expansion now that Terra's equalized. And it looks like he's going for 9 o'clock, which he's got 2 places to defend from that one dropship. But it's fine, I guess. It's the closest expansion. Terra's got his double armory coming, so Terra is just going to do a 2-1 timing here and try and push along the bottom. And I actually favour Terra's position here. Oya got no damage. Oya took no damage from his 12 next, and he took no damage from his dropship. But I worry about that mineral only being so close. His arbiter's in very good time, and he's getting his stasis. He's gonna have what he needs. But it's so difficult to stop a 2-1 push with a shit ton of tanks pushing along that bottom of the map. Even though Oya is exactly where Oya wants to be, I feel like it's going to be a tough game.
The only reason I think it would be a tough game is because, like you said, he took that his mineral only expansion.
Yeah, in the close positions, which means that the 2-1 push is going to hit so quickly.
Yeah, and he's just going to take that 6 o'clock expansion and just keep pushing, and he's going to have better positioning.
Yeah, he's going to have the larger army by far, but that's not always enough in PvP. So the +1 air just started.
Do you think that Oya's when that push starts, and if Oya does get in a bad position, do you think his only option would be to actually counter push across those 2 bridges, and then just start expanding to the top?
But if he can't break the push, his only option will be to try and open up the map and take expansion from the other side of the map. But I mean, if he's taken the middle only, he believes he can stop the push. So I don't want to say that Oya can't do it when Oya thinks he can. I want to see him do it. So. Now, also because he took his third at the middle only, that means that he can't go like quick 2 Stargate arbiters, and he can't do the carrier transition that quickly. Now he's taking top left, he can start moving into those mass arbiters and exploring carriers an option, but this is a very, very late third gas in PvT, which I think is why he's staying on gateways for so long and planning to go mass zealots. It's because he doesn't have the gas to do anything else.
Right.
If it was cross maps, I think he would have taken 6 by now, and he would have had it for quite a while. But with close positions, it's a difficult game. Terra has to be pushing soon. Like, Terra is slowly going to lose his timing here. Like, those arbiters are getting energy. We've gone from having 1 arbiter with 1 stasis to having presumably 2 arbiters with 3 stasis now. Plus the extra bases and the gateways at the top there. I would like to have seen him like slowly moving across the map and setting up turrets already. And this supply block is killer. He's been on 180 for like a good 30 seconds at this point. Okay, all his depots just finished all at once, so he can spend that money. But that has, like, losing 30 seconds on your push timing is actually a really big deal in this situation. Also, if anybody else is talking, I can no longer hear you. I don't know if that's an issue again.
No, we're just
Okay.
we're chilling, listening to you, man.
I just don't want to spend the entire stream talking over people again. I like that drop.
Little drop, yeah. He's just gonna aim straight for that CT. Look at the mines. It's gonna cut off the Protoss reinforcing.
Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of gateways there, so I don't know how effective it's gonna be, but
he's
it's
maxed,
getting
though.
some utility out of it.
He's maxed. He can't go help it. Or he's not gonna have any units come out of that gateway.
He should have at least pulled the probes and killed them.
He's gonna get the Nexus with 2 tanks.
No, there were units coming out of the gateways. Look, Zealot just ran out.
Yeah, boy.
Oh
my
not
god,
ideal.
that's so painful, man. Ah. You know how frustrating that is to lose a CC or a Nexus to 2 fucking units? Oh, man.
So I was just going to abandon that, which I think is fine. That's not a good position to pick a fight. He got a lot of minerals out of it, and then he's going to give it up. I think it's perfectly okay. But look at his minerals to gas. That's because for the longest time he was on just 2 gas. And that is an issue because PvP late game, you need those gas units. You need the arbiters, you need carriers, you need your upgrades, you need sky stones. Zealots are nice, but once you're maxed out, you don't want to be maxed out with a bunch of Zealots. Well, I don't know about this. Where are the rest of the tanks?
Recall? Nope. Status. Ah, he only got 2 tanks, though. He lost the Arbiter to missile turrets.
Where are the rest where's Terra's army? Because Terra is maxed out. There are units that should be here.
Yeah, they're just slow at reinforcing, that's all.
Well, what else could he do?
Oh, he lost the
what was he
CC.
doing?
Ow.
Yeah. You look at the thing. The army should all be pushing along the bottom because along the bottom is the objective. There's nowhere else for the army to be right now. It's not like he has any other bases to defend.
Maybe he was just waiting for that concave down there at the bottom, so they didn't have to push up. I don't know.
Okay, how much arbiter energy do we have left? Because we don't have enough. Okay, that one's empty. The other arbiter died.
Yeah, he doesn't have
We
anything
have-
else to stop this.
We've got 2 carriers on the way, but they're not done.
And they're all the way at the top left, too, so it's not even going to be close.
That one's going to have status soon, but one status isn't going to cut it. He's not getting 3-3. Where's Kevin's 3-3?
Look at all those tanks, man. Master Goons versus tanks. Oh, this is so
Yeah.
bad for Oya.
And also, he can't replace those dragoons. He doesn't have the gap income.
Yeah.
This is what I was afraid was going to happen when I saw him take the middle only. That is a huge status.
Ooh, yeah. I don't think it's going to be enough, though.
No,
Maybe
way,
to slow,
because
maybe to slow this just a little bit, but
he can't ever get on the back
No.
tank because the back tanks are. Like, it's a very deep position that you can't flank. I mean, this is what happens when I play circuit breakers, and it's why I don't even bother the middle line. I assume at some point they're just going to push along the bottom, and I'm going to be like recalling. I'm going to be making carriers, so I'm going to be.
oh, look at
attacking
this
the
Zealot
tanks.
army coming in from the backside on the tanks. Oh, and those mines are gonna.
Oh,
Oh,
those
man.
mines.
Terror's
That-
lost his army, man.
Yeah, that was so avoidable too. Like that was his own army that killed his army.
Yeah. Wow. And
And
this
with the
was
carriers coming.
essentially. I mean, Oil was essentially going to lose his entire base
Yeah.
for
But now-
very little, and now it's just completely turned around.
I mean, the push is still happening, but he's lost time. And when you lose
Yeah.
time against arbiters and carriers, that's an issue.
Another status coming down. Got a couple tanks and a Goliath.
Where are our 3-3 upgrades?
Well, 2-3 on the tanks.
Oh, lost the vessel.
Okay.
3 for Protoss.
Okay. I thought it was only 2-2. I was getting upset about that, but okay, this is fine. He can't lose that arbiter, and he has lost that
Oh,
arbiter.
he did.
Yeah, he cannot afford to lose an arbiter.
No, he's losing tanks to his mines again. Ouch.
Yeah, but look at the supplies.
Yeah. Okay. Well, here's another big thing though: is he started to place mines for the reinforcing base up top. So
Also, Oya's only on one cybernetic core, and he doesn't have the gas to really do arbiters.
okay, so he's
Or do
actually
carries.
skipping. He's skipping the main. He's going straight for the throat. He's going right for the economy here.
I think that's fine. I mean, there's
No, that's
when
what
you're
you.
when you're in this position, he could have won either way. Like killing the gateways is a win condition, and also killing all the probes is a win condition.
Yeah,
And you have
I
this
feel like
giant
this was,
army.
I feel like this is a better choice for him, to be honest. Just
I
going straight for the
will-
economy.
I'm not going to fight you on it. I mean, I'm just happy that he's going to take his units and kill the enemy with them. Anything but not attacking is right there.
Yeah.
There goes the Nexus, and I mean, Oya still has 4 Nexus. Only 2 of them are mining, but that's still a lot of money. The
Yeah.
problem is, I think I mean, Terra is huge by this point. Terra's up to 5 base. He's got his upgrades.
It's got almost 80 SCVs.
Yeah, I don't see how you stop a Terran once they're rolling like this.
Cares, man.
Even if you have like 12 carriers, you're gonna need Storm, and you're gonna need like Mass Dragoons and a shit ton of High Templar just supporting them, because otherwise the carriers are not enough. Once Terran has this kind of economy, this many factories, and these upgrades, you can't just build carriers and hope for the best. You have to have more than that, because the carriers will just kill you. So the Goliaths will just kill you. Goliaths are really strong. I like these attacks because he doesn't have enough to beat Terra's army, but Terra's army can't be in that many places at once. He's got more mobility. This
Oh,
is a carrier
no.
upgrade.
Yeah, and he pulled away some. Oh man, there's so many missile turrets, dude.
Yeah.
And Oya is effectively running out of money here.
Yeah, Oya's got a strong economy, but he doesn't have that strong an economy. And I'm not going to say the Protoss on 4 bases is poor, but he's poorer than Terra is. That and Terra being on 4 gas, 5 base is... If this turns into a gas fight, and it's going to, then Terra's going to have no issue making the Goliaths and the Planet Steppers and the tanks that he needs. Oh, this is game-ending damage.
And carriers in the middle of the map of circuit breakers.
I mean, sometimes you need to get to the other side of the map, and the only way is through the middle. Like, the carriers were trying to break 6, they couldn't break 6, they had to try and break 3 o'clock. The only way you get from 6 to 3 is through the middle. But yeah, it's not ideal. I think if Oya takes 9 o'clock immediately and gets that faster third gas, we have a different game here. Because when the push comes, we have more arbiters, we have storm, and the push doesn't need to be stopped as quickly. You can wait for Terra to get all the way up to your mineral only before you start taking fights. You don't need to take fights at the 6 o'clock place.
That's GG.
All right, so game
Yeah,
one
I was in a
goes to
great
Terra.
position. Oya was exactly where he wanted to be early game. He got his fast Nexus. He got the drop did no damage at all. He shut it down, and Oya just proceeded on his build. The problem is his build didn't work, but nothing actually went wrong with what he was trying to do. What he was trying to do just wasn't the right thing.
You are watching a Think Quick Cash Prize show match between Terroru and Oya. Guys, if anybody wants to cast, hop into the open casting voice channel of our Discord. Starting game 2.
Okay, polypod. Cross positions, which I think will give Oya an easier time than close positions from circuit breakers. Question is, we're going to see another quick Nexus. I wouldn't hate another quick Nexus just because he didn't lose last game because of the Nexus. The Nexus helped him. So if the build worked last game, there's no reason not to do it again. Is that a pattern not natural? That's a pattern not natural. Okay then.
I don't think your baby likes it.
Yeah, I'm withholding judgment. It's going to be a 10 gauge at natural. So, sorry, 9 gauge at natural. So this is a build that's designed to punish Gaspus. He's not going for 2 gauge. He's not trying to get like the quickest win ever. What he's doing here is he's going to get a Zealot in Terra's face very early on, and then he's going to follow up with a Dragoon. It's going to be like Zealot, Zealot, maybe a third Zealot, then Dragoon. But probably 2 Zealots, then Dragoon. And the advantage of this is that it you can't really stop it without a Vulture. And if you're not going for gas, then you're not going to have a Vulture. I like Terra Scout in the middle here. This is something he does against Oya, and I suspect only against Oya. But Oya will absolutely Foxy 99 you.
What's that?
Oya is like notorious for his Foxy 99 build. So I think Terra scouting the middle is a great idea, and he gets rewarded with a first scout. And Terra was going for Gasper, so actually Oya called it correctly. Oh, okay. So what Oya's doing right now makes perfect sense. He's saying, okay, the SCV first scouted me, therefore Terra is bottom right.
Yeah, I mean,
I cannot fault that logic. That is very sound logic. It's not right. But
poor Oya though.
yeah, the logic is perfect, but I mean sometimes Terra will cross for that. What can you do? And then Terra's going to place his CC. It's still a good opening for Oya though. I do like his opening here because 9 gates at natural into 2 zealots core is good against gasless. Cross positions obviously makes it harder for him. Getting scouted first makes it harder for him, but it's not. It's not a. He's not doing the wrong build. It's just going to be difficult. Oh, I like that probe. Yep, beautifully done.
Ooh.
He brings
That's
in the probe
tough.
and he goes, okay, 2 hits, and then I just set the probe on you, and the zealot can go do something else. And then the second zealot's going to follow up. And what he's doing here is he's stopping the bunker from going down. And if the bunker doesn't go down, then once the Dragoon arrives, then Terra's in real trouble. And the Dragoon is being made, and also we have Dragoon range on the way.
Ooh, he targeted the right zealot. That probe, man, that probe put in some work.
It did.
His SCV control is so good, though.
Yeah, so the third zealot's not going to do much. You might have to just run by.
And it is.
However, Dragoon is on its way, and the Dragoon range is on its way, which means that with delayed tanks, it's not going to be easy for Terra
Ooh,
to
that
do much
hurt.
here. That did hurt, yeah. Also, Terra is going to have to go Vulture for the Zealots, and then the Vulture's going to do absolutely nothing but slow down his tank time, and he's still nowhere near Vulture anyway.
And see, now he's pulled his Marines out of the bunker to stop the zealot, but now the Dragoon's on the way.
Yeah, this is getting ugly. And this is why it's such a good opening against Gaston. Like, even cross positions, even getting scouted first, and even accidentally rushing the wrong base site. The build
And the
just works.
Dragoon's just chilling.
Yeah, he doesn't know about the bunker. Or maybe it's just rallied there, and he's busy with his zealot.
Probably
But,
just
yeah,
rallied there.
9 gated natural into 3 zealots Dragoon, and might go against the Marines. It's just, if they do gasless, it's just a really easy build to execute. Yeah, he's just waiting for his Dragoon range.
Oh, man.
He's counted how many Marines there are, and he knows
Oh,
he
he
can do
blocked the ramp.
Yeah, but there's no Dragoon's not taking any damage, so there's nothing in the
I
bunker.
thought he was going to surround it with SCVs and kill it.
There's only
Okay,
one
he will
in the
here,
bunker.
though. Oh, no.
No, I believe in Aya. And also just the amount of mining time he's losing here. Like Terra's down in workers, and Aya's naturally on its way too.
Alright, well, he got that one Dragoon, but
Yeah, but Dragoon range is done.
yeah, Terror's behind, but he's got the tank on the way. You know, now it's just a matter of pull a couple SCVs to repair. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's done damage here. Oh, he's got that third Nexus coming now.
Yeah, this game was a perfect example of what the 9 gate and natural build does and why it does it. This is like the game that you would show people to show what how you play 9 gate against gasless. Like a few things went wrong for him, but he still got ahead. Another thing to note is that Terra has had no scouting information in a very long time. He's completely blind here, and Oya could be doing anything. He's got to assume that Oya has an expansion, but past that, we don't know.
And I think that's why he's blocking off here, and he's going to try to play it safe and build a turret in case of a TT, but...
Yeah, but I mean, in terms of Oya's range here, it's Viva, DT drops, taking mass expansion. You can't pin down what Oya could be doing because he's Oya. What Oya is actually doing is really standard. He's taking a second gas, he's taking a third base, he's going to Citadel, there's going to be Stargate after it. This is like the most standard way of playing. But Terra can't know that. Terra has to do, as we're seeing, mines, he's got to do turrets, he's got to be just playing it as safe as possible.
Yeah, now he does have speed on the way, and he has been making a couple vultures, so we'll see it run out on the map so he can get some information, hopefully.
Yeah, I'm expecting him to make that play because it's a good play. He does need the information, and his academy is.
I thought his second factory was done. Oh, man.
Yeah, and you see, Oya doesn't actually have very many units either, but that's great for Oya because he doesn't want to be investing in units right now. he's investing in late game tech that will win him the game in 5 minutes. So if I was making an army right now, I would say that was a huge mistake. But I just having 2 gateways. I was playing like a very minimalist style. He's making just enough to efficiently pressure Terra, but not making anything he doesn't need for his late game.
So
Well,
what's the
that
counter
graphic
for
is
Terror
so
to
good.
do right now?
Terra is going to have to try and make this a long game. He's going to need to take a third safely, get his upgrades, and then hope that Aya just does a big recall into mine or something. Because Aya's recall is coming. Aya has skipped his mid game, basically. If you think about the PvT, we're having like a mid game phase where you have to fuck around with Reavers or speed blocks or, I don't know, Zealots and Shuttles, or you're trying to make a bunch of goons to hold off like a 3-pack push. None of that is happening this game. Terra was being pressured so hard that Aya could just go straight from early game to late game. There's no gap between them. Aya was on 2 gateways the entire time that he was getting 3 base arbiter. And it's only now that he's got his economy done that he says, okay, I'm going to place another 4 gateways. Terra taking a quick bird is 100% the correct play to make though. Terra is behind, he can't push out on the map. He doesn't want to push out on the map. He just needs to try and beat Aya in the late game. But Aya's already in the late game. Terra has like his +1 started, I think. I don't think he doesn't have a starter, so there has to be +1 start making now. So Terra's not in the late game, but Aya is. And that's going to be a very tough situation for him. This is a very strong style to play, and I think we're going to see Aya execute it perfectly. The recall is going to be, or the status and like 200 supply run through is just going to be so much faster than Terra can imagine it being. Terra's doing everything he can do right though. He's got a second army on the way. He's getting his starport for his science facility. He's going to go straight to 2-1 as fast as he can, and he's not over making units. Terra's not going for like a mid game play that would never work. Terra is trying to get to his own late game. He's just behind. It's not. Terra hasn't made a single wrong tactical decision this game, or strategic decision. He's just behind. He's making the right things, but they're not going to be here on time. Like, he's going straight recall. I think he doesn't even have status yet. This is just, he knows he doesn't need it, because he knows there's no situation in which Terra attacks. I like the second Stargate a lot. He's got 3 gases, he's taking a 4th gas. This is just textbook. This is the game that you watch to see what you do when you take an early lead PvP. He took the early lead with his build, he executed it flawlessly, and then he didn't overmake units, he didn't try to do anything gimmicky to follow up, he just said, okay, I'm ahead, late game time. It kind of looks odd that he's only actually 40 supply ahead, but that's intentional. His supply is just going to balloon in the next minute. His supply was low because he wasn't spending any money on the army because he didn't need to. But once he's got his bases and his tech, he's going to go from being 40 supply ahead to like 70 supply ahead. It's just going to go completely out of control. Yeah, he's making Zealots 7 at a time. He's making Arbiters 2 at a time. Terra has to know that Arbiter's there because he saw it. So I don't know about this recall. Yeah, he's gone from being 40 supply ahead to 50 supply ahead, and it's gonna increase. Yeah, he found the Arbiter. Okay, this is huge because if Aya presses the issue before Terra's ready, then Aya's going to start trading units away, and he can replace them faster. If Aya starts trading units, Terra can't recover. So Terra's doing what he needs to. He's got to slow the game down. He's got to stop Aya's mad rush towards late game and get himself in a position where his upgrades are kicking in, and he's got his own 200-200. Like Oya's up 53 supply. He's gonna get maxed out on Zealots, and he's gonna ram them in there. He doesn't have stasis though, so he can't ram them in there right this second. You might want to try anyway. Terra is playing this so well. Looks like Oya found an opening at the 3 o'clock, which is a big deal because Terra did not want to be trading at this point in the game. If they start trading right now, Oya trades better. If they start trading right now, Oya comes back with more arbiters, better upgrades. Yeah, okay. If that recall didn't go off there, then Terra was fine. Terra was very exposed, but he couldn't not be exposed there. He had to try and play it for the late game. He had to try and catch up and get in his own late game position, even if it left him exposed. I think that was a really good example of everybody doing what they had to do.
Nicely done by Oya. So it's 1-1. Anybody want to co-cast the games? Just hop into the open casting voice channel of our Discord. We have an open cast community invite. All right. Seems like first replay was played out of order. Let's go to game 3.
No biggie. So what are we at now? 1-1, right?
That's correct. 1-1 game 3 on Eclipse.
All right, up to 36 viewers.
So I'm slightly worried that with TT1 viewing, he's just going to be in chat pointing out all the things that I say that are wrong.
Shout out
I'm
to
reasonably
TT1.
confident. Yeah,
Should get his ass
I'm
in
reasonably
here, I tell
confident
you.
with some of my knowledge, but I mean, TT1 knows this much better than I do, and it's I'm nervous casting with somebody who's just going to be like, no, that's just nonsense.
Well, we were chatting a little bit. I was trying to convince him to do a show match for us. He insists on holding off because he's not at his best, and he knows he's going to get tilted if he doesn't play at his best, especially if he loses. So
I know that feeling. Okay, so this is a quick scout, and then I mean, it's not quick enough to go for the gas. What's he doing here? Also, you don't want to go for the gas on this base because, I mean, they can see the probe coming in. That's the thing. You have to go all the way up and around. Surely he doesn't get it. Surely, come on, Terra.
oh, he's going to get the
he gets
gas.
Wow. See, if it was the other base site, it's easy to get the gas. You just walk in and take it. But that base site, I know he went up and around. It was he tried to dodge the getting caught, but even so, and
So
he's not taking his own gas.
So Quark, where do you go from here if you're
He's going to do
Terran?
Zealot pressure. Oh, if you're Terra,
Expand.
you got to expand. But it's a
Yes,
difficult
but
position because
now, do you pull SCVs to help try to kill this assimilator off?
no, not yet.
I don't think
There's
so.
no point yet because
Yeah,
if you're planning to expand,
yeah, I was about to say when do you think the timing would be to do that? You know, and
it depends on what the protest does. Because if the Marines are busy, you have to use SCVs. If the Marines aren't busy, you can use them.
I don't think the baby agrees with you, Mark.
now that baby's like, screw you, man.
Cute baby. Shout out to that baby. SCV scout denied.
Yeah, shout out to Jengi for doing all our graphics for us. Fucking love them, man. They look so good, clean.
What's the score in this show match, if I might find
Hey,
out?
Dream.
What's up?
What was your question? I'm sorry.
What's the score in this show match right now?
Are we tied up 1-1 right now?
1-1.
Yep. 1-1.
So I'm assuming Oya took that last one where he got the advantage early
Oh
game.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that recoil.
Well, I mean,
definitely.
honestly, he got the advantage the first game, but
First game he just didn't have the gas and didn't get the tech because he didn't have the
Yeah.
gas income to buy it. I think. This game, I really like his opening. He
oh yeah,
didn't overpressure. He's just taking a very quick nexus, knowing there's nothing his opponent can do about it. Terra is forced to go CC late gas, and so I was just like, okay, I'm going to make two zealots to take a nexus. What can you do? You're not going to kill my. You're not going to pressure me with marines. So it's cheesy and I love it. Well, it's not even cheesy. It's just abusive. He's not making it anything because he doesn't need to make anything. He just take a nexus while going fast.
This guy really built 3 zealots.
yeah. There's no way to early pressure until you get a vulture or tank out, and even then, you're gonna have 2 gateway dragoons, easy.
Well, right now he doesn't want a second gateway, so he's trying to get maximum utility out of the gateway he has.
Yeah.
Right now he's going for economy, he's going for updates, he's going to start working on his robo.
I mean, it's just interesting. Usually you see 2 zealots, because the 2 zealots make sense in the context if you want to go Reaver harass. But then the 3rd zealot I find interesting.
I love
don't
it
know
that you
I would
find it
take
interesting.
but I like that he's keeping his gateway active.
I don't know about this. He should have saved the zealots, right? I mean, he got some extra shots off there, but still.
Yeah, he didn't move his ranks.
Just using it as like a 100 million.
I guess the scouting information was just as important to him as doing damage.
Yeah, I think that was very worth it. He see if it's machine traps or if it's vultures, he can look for Starport. That was definitely worth it for Oya.
So how old's your baby?
He is 7 months today.
He's something.
That's cute.
he's something. I don't know.
Dream, how old is your baby?
3 months.
Oh man,
Thanks,
y'all
Alex.
young
Baby.
fathers.
Right now.
Do you guys have any other kids?
Nah, just my first
Oh, boy or girl?
boy.
Okay,
Cork.
gentlemen, you have lucked out.
I
You
think
do
Quark has a
not
boy.
want to have a girl first. He's got a boy.
It's a boy.
I think he's tending to the child right now.
Views of You Suck are not the views of Team Think Quick. Having a daughter is a blessing.
It is, but you want to have a boy first.
I have no kids. I have no
Girls-
partner to make a kid, so it's easy for me to
Girls
say.
are so much tougher early on. So much. I mean, just brushing her hair right now is a chore. I
Okay.
mean, an absolute chore.
I think we should get back to this game. So the Dragoons are
Yeah.
taking the bunker. That was my Quark impression,
Yeah.
by the way.
And the reason he can be so aggressive with these dragoons is because he knows that there's no Starport.
Oh
There's nothing that he
Ooh, he's gonna
he's
pick
gotta
off
worry
the
about on
tank.
the other side. Yeah, that was a really good pickup.
That was a very good trade off right there. Zealot for tank early on.
I don't know why he backed
See, now that
away.
he's got 5. He's got 5. He might just walk straight into his base. You walk into his base. Nice. Going for the bunker,
No,
I guess.
walking into
but I
base
don't
would
agree with
definitely be a
that.
mistake.
No, that was horrible.
I mean, that was a mistake, but walking into the base would definitely also be a mistake. You can't walk up into the 2 factories. You're going to be stuck with tanks.
This is definitely a
Getting on
mistake
the
too. This is not worth it.
Yeah, he
Like,
doesn't have the gateways for this. He was playing
Exactly.
minimalist opening, which I like.
Yeah.
Factor against 2 gateway, like Terra's gonna run over him in like 2 minutes. If he just pumps vultures and has both upgrades.
I like the fact that he wasn't overmaking units, but then if you're not going to overmake units, you can't get aggressive with it. You have to play defensively while going for. Like, he's getting observers. He's getting a 3rd base. He doesn't want the extra unit,
Oh
but he
my
also
god.
doesn't want to get greedy.
Oh,
Yeah, this is not.
Get on that
this
high
is not
ground.
gonna go good.
Not like this, oh yeah.
Yeah, that's 4 tanks, and I bet he's got
Yeah.
both machine shops researching vulture upgrades, and then now it's
Yeah.
just gonna be constant vultures. Terra does it super often when I watch his stream, like a really early aggressive 2-fac kind of push, or even like a. Oh, hold on.
See, the goons really wanted to take the high ground there, where they were running away,
And they're
just
so
to slow
softened
this
up.
down. Well,
And
see,
Terra can go to bunker here as well.
he has extra gateways now, so he can hold this off. But he had to slow it down a little bit, and I really feel like this might. Oh well, no, he's getting some good trades here. Wow, but now the vultures are inside the base. Oof,
Yeah, that's why I don't think
all the way in the
minds it
base.
that much.
Thank you.
Oh, 3 vultures.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
this
what
is
lights out.
critical damage
Man.
being done. It doesn't matter if Aya
Run
survives
the
now.
pros.
It's too much.
Oh no, you can't run the pros now.
Like, yeah, this is way too much damage.
Oh
I mean,
man.
it's a Showmatch, so I agree with Aya not GGing out, but I mean, if it was ladder, I'd have GG'd.
Yeah, look at the probe count, 26 to 42.
He is eating these pros alive. Oh my god.
Oh, and it's only getting worse. Yeah, that okay.
Ah.
I mean, even a Showmatch, it's time at this point.
Yeah.
There's no coming back. Yeah, there we go. He knows.
GG. Man. Awesome play by Terror.
I don't know about stealing the whole gas thing. Does that ever work out for Protoss players?
No, it works. It works.
Yeah, he was fine.
Yeah. He did very
If
well.
you look at what happened after the gas, he put Terra in a position where Terra had to make a shit ton of Marines and then take a slow CC and then kill the gas in his main SCV. Whereas Oya just went gasless 1 Zealot Nexus. I mean, Oya was very happy with that situation. The issue was that Oya was playing for a mid game. Oya was only building out of 2 gateways. I was taking a third. I was getting his robo and his observers. So Oya wasn't at the mass gateways, mass units part of his game yet. He was at the defensive, getting my economy, getting my tech part of the game. And he started a fight.
Yeah,
That's
he
the fight
needed
he
to
couldn't
be a
win.
little more conservative about kiting backwards, as opposed to just taking trades and like, cause he needs the goons alive.
The first
and
tank pickup
healthy.
was great. He got a tank per single goon, which is huge. But then the second one, he lost like 3 goons for 1 tank, and then the third one, he lost 2 goons for a bunker.
And also,
I
like,
mean-
Terra was telegraphing a really aggressive, like, build. I'm not really sure why Oya didn't really catch it.
I don't think it's correct to say Terra was telegraphing that build. I think it's correct to say Oya got a Zealot in there, and he saw that was the build.
No, but
It
like,
wasn't even
I'd
telegraphed. Oya
say,
saw it.
I'd say if you see, because the thing is, like, from Oya's perspective, he should be able to see the tank count, and when you see 2 tanks coming out at the same time, you know it's gonna be like really Terran's only gonna follow it up with like double machine shot vulture. That's really the only build. Like, and he's seeing the tanks come 2 at a time, and like that tank count is so high that like he's gotta know that's gonna be aggressive.
Yeah, I agree. I just think telegraph wasn't even a strong enough word to use. I think it couldn't have been clearer. It wasn't just that Oya should have guessed. It was that Oya could just see it.
By the way, this SimCity is amazing. I love it.
Yeah, he's always got good Sim City.
I also just want to throw out there, I was looking at the stats. Apparently, Oya and Terror have played in 3 show matches before, and Oya's collective record against Terror is 1-8, not including this one. So now he's doubled his wins against Terror,
Wow.
but it's still not.
That's a
looking good
positive
for
way to
our
look at it.
Protoss friend, yeah.
Yeah, we got the videos up on our YouTube. Deep Think Quick TTV.
Yeah, go check it out, man. There's some great show matches there, but there's also something there for everybody. We got free for all matches.
2v1s.
We actually 2v1s.
2v2s.
Who was it? It was Yoon against Queen and somebody else.
2 D ranks, so we take an amateur Korean pro and pit him against 2 noobs. Sorry.
2 baddies. No.
We got an Infested Terran show match after this show match as well.
Oh.
I don't hate this build.
Wow, I wonder if his Tugi is gonna get scouted here.
Oh, if he gets is.
No,
No,
and
he's not gonna let him.
Well, he would see an
So-
expansion by now, right?
No.
you
I
could.
think it's a little early. I think.
23 next
No,
can
I
be
mean-
done. So this is an expansion timing, but it wouldn't necessarily be up just yet. The probe could be there about now.
Yeah, I mean, if he did like 12 or 24, was it 23 next? Yeah, maybe, but
Yeah, so Terra sends an extra SCV out just to see, but he's not gonna let him see it.
oh, he's rushing. Terra's like, I don't know what this guy's doing, but
Yeah, I think the Marines are only out there to try to poke down the.
yeah, they're not going now.
Well, I mean, if you look at what he's doing, Terra's actually going. Oh, never mind. I thought he was gonna. It looked like he was gonna go like 5-6 Marines, a tank, and a vulture. That kind of rush, the big double rush. But yeah, that's a lot of Marines. That's more Marines.
Yeah,
than-
that is what he's doing. But this is a very dangerous for us to try against the 2-gate because the 2-gate can just overwhelm that. And if you get out of position against Mass Dragoon as Terran with no siege, it will go very bad very quickly.
Absolutely, you need perfect micro.
And this is exactly what I was hoping for. Oya saw the Vax timing. Oya knew it was 10-10-10. So I was thinking that
Oh, this
this
is
is going to happen. Oh, this is
Oh
perfect.
This is
man,
over.
got behind the tank.
Yeah, this is the one that you upload this one and say this is how you do it. If you see it's going to be a 10-10-10, you just do this and then you win the game, and it's so easy.
I
Oh,
don't-
look at that.
There's no.
Diffuses the
There's
mine.
nothing you can do to come back. I don't think you can.
Yeah, I mean that's just like he doesn't even have a second tank coming because he's been making vultures, which means that the dragoons are just going to rally across the map. And now you're going to have to try and kill dragoons with vultures, and good fucking luck. Can't be done.
This is-
He's
yeah,
got
this-
2-gate range right now, and he can just yeah, he can.
Oh, he's so good. This is so good. I didn't know Oya could do this. Oh,
That's
holy
beautiful.
shit, he's
God.
good.
That's great.
You almost have to stack mines.
Yeah, this is. I honestly did not know that like any non-Korean could do this, but I mean Oya is just fucking
There
showing
it
off
is.
at this
There it
point.
is.
Like when he got rid of the first mine and got into the natural, that was enough. He's like, okay, yeah, I'm just going to defuse that mine. If it goes well, I win. Oya's like, no, I'm going to defuse every mine. You don't need observers. I'm going to do mine after mine. It's fine.
Yeah, in an FD Terran build, you really have to watch out that first tank. You can't lose it no matter what.
The Pope saw it. It's the thing. The Pope just came in right at the start, saw that it was a 10 max, and Oya says, okay, if you're going to walk out onto the map with a tank and some marines, I'm just going to make 2-gate goon. And it was flawless. He came
So
in
the
from the
score is
right
2-2
angle,
right
he
now.
knew the time.
So he's
That was
tripled
so
his
impressive.
win record against Terra now.
That was just so impressive by that game. Like the decision making was perfect. The timing as well. The fact that he just knew the exact second to have the goons come from behind, pick off the tank, and then the cleaning up the mines afterwards, just going off, just letting everybody know that he's just a really good player. I'm expecting to see another 9-gate. I think it's got to be 10-gate now because he just spoke. It's not going to be Nexus first, surely. No, it's going to be Gate. Okay. I was thinking you wouldn't go Nexus first with a Gate pile on the low ground. I like this because of how the polypoid game went. This is the smart way to play. Oh, and Devac's out there as well.
Is
That's
this
good.
Circuit Burgers again? So
Yeah.
what's okay? So is there like a map pool they pick from? How do they decide these five map games? Ox.
Loser picks. First one is usually Fighting Spirit or Sylphid if it's not on one of our alternative maps.
Okay.
I'm curious, what is the reasoning for building that Rex down there on the low ground?
I don't know. Because he got his gas, so I don't
I'm
really
trying to understand like
This
the benefit.
probe,
Is
man.
it just that like you're gonna float it down there eventually anyways, so
Ugh.
You might as well.
Aya's so
You don't
good.
float your barracks though, not against Protoss. You either use it to
No,
block.
Well, yeah, you do. I mean, to block with the bunker, right? If you're gonna do a bunker
Oh,
expand or
float,
something, right?
float it to where it's at. I see.
Yeah,
My
yeah,
fault.
yeah.
I honestly did not know that Aya could do this. This is really impressive. Like, I watch Aya's stream, but this is just he has improved so much over these last like.
Yeah, I
months.
mean, I think he's in trouble here. Like, he needs like really good micro to defend against this.
Even if the micro's there, Aya's already 3 workers up, and Terra's workers aren't even working.
Oh, that was a good pro pick off. He
Yeah,
needed
getting
that.
the probe is really helpful because the probe just adds so much extra damage. Still, Terra can't easily get his bunker up, is the thing. Terra can chase out one Zadok, but then Terra has to stop and build a bunker. And the moment he tries, the Zadok's going to do this. This is
I mean, he's already so ahead. I mean, just look at the freaking
Yeah.
SCV probe count. 4 workers ahead at this stage. It's pretty. That's quite a bit.
yeah, and Terra's locked into building Marines, and the Marines aren't going to help.
And like this whole time, he has to fight with SCVs on the low ground. Oh, and I'm surprised that, actually maybe I'm not that surprised that Oya is designed to go a second gate behind this. I was thinking like, you might want to just like go the expand route, economy route.
Right.
Nice.
The others.
Hey, you.
Hey guys,
She said, "Good night,
second
guys."
good night.
You know, a second gate does make a lot of sense because he's in a position where he knows that the machine shop's going to be late. He knows that his opponent's locked into making Vulture. But he can do a lot of pressure here with Mainstream.
Oya loves going ham, man. Like he's playing super aggressive in the early game.
I'm just worried that the same thing that happened on Eclipse is going to happen, where he goes a little bit too far and he loses all of them. But you
This
can't
is so
lose
good.
that one.
Terra
You can't
knows
afford
exactly which one has the low
Yeah.
HP.
that. There's not even any point attacking it. He's just going to repair it. Oh, you need to back off. Okay, now he's taking his expansion. So he's up 4 workers. He's going to do damage to the bunker. He's going to take his expansion, and Terra has nothing on the map. It's a good position to be in for Oya.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know. Like, I mean, yeah, Oya's in a good position, but Terror's not necessarily in a bad one though.
No,
I mean-
Terra did that as well as he could have, but Oya's build was hoping for this situation. It got it.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
taken quite a
I'd
bit.
say Oya is definitely slightly ahead. I'd say a slight advantage, but
He's not
Terra's
taking
okay.
this good
He's fine.
Before the game, if you said where do you want to be at 6 minutes in,
Oh,
yeah,
that's a
that's-
mistake.
Look at that tank. I love the tank. It's just out there, just taking a hit here, hit there. I love
before
it.
the game started, if you said what do you want the situation to be at 6 minutes, I would say this is what I want it to be. Terra, I don't think would. Oya's range is really late. So that wasn't really a proper goon contain. He wasn't actually.
Oh, whoa! He's making a third expansion. Yes, before his second one even finishes. See,
Terra's like,
that's
I know
something.
how to play like a Protoss too.
That's something
Oya's,
I've never seen. I've never seen 2 CCs queued up on the building right there. That's awesome.
So I don't understand Oya's late range unless it's by mistake, because you don't go 2 gateway late range. If you go to 2 gateway and late dragoons, you're going range as well.
Yeah, the only time you get late range is if you're doing like a 12, 13X or something like that, and have your 2 gateways with dragoons making. Then you can get later range because you need the units. But this
But
is
this is
too
goons, yeah,
late.
This is goons
Yeah,
containing your bunker
This-
and trying to
two
fight
gate.
tanks.
Yeah, it was 2 gate openings, so
I mean, here's the thing. I feel like there's so many things that could beat what Terra's doing. I feel like a Reaver build would just crush what Terra's doing. He's not doing that though.
And he's got speed, he's got mind position. If you look at where his mines are,
Yeah, that's
Terra
good.
Terra has a plan for Reavers. It's not. Maybe he wouldn't like it if he went Reavers, but he's not. He has a plan in mind. I do not like that late range at all. I feel like that has to be a mistake. Because you don't go 2-gate goon and then contain them with goons and then try and fight a tank with goons while not having goon range. If you're... I mean, maybe somebody else who knows more than me can tell me what's going on, but I feel like Oya was trying to get a lot more done with goons than he did. And it didn't work because he just didn't have the goon range upgrade and he didn't realize. And now with them both taking their third bases around the same time, I've got to give the advantage to Terra.
This is such a delicate window for Terran right now.
crazy opening. Ugh.
I think Oya could have stopped this third, right?
It's a gutsy move.
Nah, he couldn't
Pays
have.
off.
Oya didn't have observers. Oya can't be doing anything on the map at the moment. You can't run around on the map with ranged dragoons when there's mines out there, even if you're Oya and you diffuse mines.
Look at that movement,
I
man.
still can't get over that he can do this. Like,
Yeah. Oh, he didn't get the Nexus off.
it's such a difficult move to pull off when you don't know exactly where the mines are, and he just does it.
I believe in you, Cork. Try it out.
I can do killing mines with a DT. You have to hit hold position at the exact right time. So you got to. I can only do it if I know where the mines are. I like Oya's tech timing at the very least. I think that his Citadel was on time, his Arbiter's going to be on time. He's not behind. It's just this didn't go the way he wanted it to. Terra got a very quick word, and I think that Oya wasn't planning to let that happen. Having that observer in Terra's main is getting him huge value as well. If you don't know exactly what timing that Terran's aiming for, you have to plan around the most dangerous one, which is if they're going just think +1 no starport, mass packs, just smash down everything and they won't kill you. If you get the observer inside their base, you can. It's a much easier game to play. You can just see what they're doing. You can counter exactly what it is, and you don't need to worry about anything else. Can we see Terra has a starport? I'm sure he has one, but... Okay, so it's actually the build I just mentioned. So Terra's just going to get +1 and smash some places. But Oya knows it's this. And that's critical because it changes everything about how Oya has to play this situation.
You know what's funny is Terror just raided us, and we're hosting his games right now.
So
That's
what
a
we
luck
need
to
to
him.
see right now is Zealot Legs, which is on the way, Arbiter's on the way, Stasis on the way, and we need to see him placing so many gateways. He doesn't need to be making any probes. Probes aren't going to win this game for him. What he needs to do right now is get enough that he can hold the push. Because Terra's coming to kill him. And he knows, which is really useful for him. Because he knows not to make anything he doesn't need. Like, he's not getting +1 air. If you look at his normal style in the games that we've seen previously on Circuit Breakers and on Polypoid and so forth, once he's in this position, normally he starts working his +1 air, he starts heading towards carriers. This game, none of that shit. This game, he goes, nope, Arbiters, Zealot, Gateways. Second Stargate, that's for more Arbiters. He knows that all he needs is to get enough status and enough Zealot. Because he knows there's no 2-1 coming. And if there's no 2-1 coming, you don't need like a massive eco advantage. You don't need to be, oh, he can't afford that. That's not what we wanted.
Ah, man. I felt it in my gut.
But you don't need to have a like base advantage or an eco advantage to win late game against Terra who isn't getting his 2-1. Oh no,
Wow. Oya just melted right here.
Yeah, he's taking the fight too early. His status isn't ready.
Well,
How much energy does Arbiter have?
his Zealots lost all their shields before the
Just
fight
on the
even
Arbiter,
started.
what energy are we at?
Oh my god. Another mind
He needed to wait for the status. He took this fight too early.
Honestly, I didn't
Like,
like the fight from both of them. I felt like both of them took that fight too early.
It's I mean, he could afford to sacrifice the middle only. He could afford to just like, avoid Terra in the middle of the map, and
Oh, good status.
yeah, and Terra's not been rallying properly. If Oya can survive, Oya can win. And it really is just a matter of just surviving, because with 2-1 not coming, and with Oya on 2 Stargate, 2 Arbiters building at the same time, it's
Wow.
Oya has a late game transition from this. Terra does not. If Oya survives, then Oya gets
You don't think so? I mean, granted, he's a face up on him, but
no, Terra isn't getting his 2-1. Terra's not even building a star pop. Terra's not taking a third gas. This is a timing Terra's doing. Yeah, that's what that's everything I've been saying for the past few minutes is that this is a timing.
I understand the timing, but I mean, if you could do enough damage here, then
I mean, it has done enough damage. Terra's going to win, but if this didn't break through and if I was able to get like 4 Arbiters, then it wouldn't matter that Terra had more stuff.
Right.
With no Titan vessels, with nothing to really counter the Arbiters.
He has an Arbiter right now. Where's it at? Is it in his base still?
Doesn't have any energy.
Yeah, but you still want to use it to make Terran use his scans.
Yeah.
Win these fights a little bit better. I think he's got an Arbiter in his base.
Yeah, he does.
It's somewhere,
It's in
man.
his valley, yeah.
Where's his
He
Arbiter
definitely
at?
has one because 2 of them were made.
I know, I
and
saw
that's
his-
only one. Yeah.
He had 2 queued up. That one was done, and now the other one's... I don't know, man.
Oya misplayed this. He took that fight early. He didn't need to take it early, and he had 92 energy on his Arbiter after his army died. Like that. And if you saw the status he got like a huge status. It was amazing. It got all the tanks in one status. If he had his army alive when he got that status, he'd be fine. He just doesn't. Where is the Arbiter? Oh, can you see if you can find it?
There's one, but I don't know about the other one, man.
Yeah, that's the second one that got made. Where's the first one?
I don't know. Like, it's middle of the map. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he lost it somehow. I don't know, man. Yeah, it's you looked everywhere it could be, so it's nowhere. He lost it somehow.
Damage, too much damage has been done.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
the probe count's too different. I know what you're saying.
Yeah, the damage is done. And Terra's going for a time facility now, so Terra is getting his upgrade. But this was winnable for Oya. He just needs to do it right. He had the information. There was an observer right above the factory.
Yeah, it came down
He
to
knew that it was going to be a timing.
he rushed that defense. He totally should have waited and gathered his units a little bit more, and then waited for that stasis field to get the perfect engage. He really
Yeah.
needed that.
He gets one good status, wipes Terra's army once, and Terra can't recover from that.
The thing is, I
Because-
can see his point of view too, because I feel like he probably felt a sense of urgency, because once the Terran siege is up, and like contains you to those double bridges, it gets very difficult very quickly to hold.
Oh yeah.
Forward.
Yeah, it. On the one hand, you've got positioning. If you take it too late, you lose your good positioning. On the other hand, you've got the fact that Oi is actually getting a better position every second that passes. Oi is getting his. He's got 2 targets making arbiters. His army size is increasing. So you've got to try and find that sweet spot where you take the fight late enough that you can win it, but not so late that the positioning's really bad.
Well, he didn't lose his nexuses, so little chance to come back. No.
No, it's Terra's up.
He
to,
lost too many probes.
Yeah,
I mean, he's up 32 probes,
Terra's up a base,
and-
and
and he's up 14 supply. So essentially, he's got 40 more armor. Army. Ugh. No. That's the other way around, isn't it?
Oh,
Oh,
no, I
that's a
don't
long
like
attack.
this attack at all.
oh, that army is
It's the last
exposed.
one.
Getting the army is actually huge because Terra's
Yeah,
up there.
but he didn't get it.
Finish the armory. There
Okay,
we
he got it.
It wouldn't be worth it. Come on, he lost like so many units.
Yeah,
go.
but
Yeah, well, he
no,
wasn't going for the army.
missteps.
He was going for this command center. But if you see the army right there, you can. Oh, come on. That's not the stasis. Look at it. With all
Wow.
those tanks together, and that's the stasis you get.
I think at
Did
this
he get
point,
the
all you can
CC?
do is lick your wounds.
Did he get the 12 o'clock CC?
No, he didn't kill it. It just flew away.
Now,
But I mean, getting the armory and delaying that 12 o'clock, that does extend the game. But he can't help it push.
he lost.
lost too
Yeah, I
many
was about to say. And he wasted a good status.
Yeah.
See if
What
he hit it
needs
right
to do
here.
is-
Oh, army from the backside, maybe. Could he? Could he do something here?
That's an okay stasis. That's an okay flank. But he doesn't have enough.
There's no science facility or science vessel. I mean, where's it at? Did it kill it?
No, I guess he must have killed it.
He lost his arbiter anyways.
Yeah, and he sticks his fly down. I mean, Terra has a very good factory go. Terra's, when you do this build, this 3-base mass factory timing, you have all the factories you're ever going to need. Like a 9-fact push or something.
Intense
So it-
game though. Oh, I love it.
Well, his
Oh, that's
macro
your
is amazing.
GG.
GG.
It was
Unfortunately-
winnable, but
Unfortunately, Oya goes down to 0-5
I'll be right back.
in the Showmatch series.
that
Hasn't
late
won
Dragoon
since
range,
Showmatch.
that can't have been intentional. And like that fucked up his build so hard because he was doing this light Dragoon contain while expanding and just like microing his goons at the front. And then he got into a situation where he's trying to pick up a tank with Dragoons that have range 4, runs them into some mines. I feel like in his head he had Dragoon range there because otherwise it doesn't make sense that he even tried to pick up a tank. Rangeless goons, you can't snipe tanks with them. It's a weird opening to that game. I don't believe that was his plan.
Yep, so with that loss, Oya's played 5 show matches, 4 against Terror. And he hasn't won a single one.